Alright, got my checklist pulled up. Ha! I've been rolling this whole time and it's saying anything, just sitting here pulling stuff up. I hope everybody's having a good one. Oh. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only... Oh. Wait a minute. No. The one and only Moai. No. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only Cookie Pirate. Alright, today we're flying the Citation Longitude. We're going from Ketchikan, Alaska up to Haines, Alaska. Short flight, about 33 minutes. We're only going up to 30,000 feet because it's a shorter flight. But yeah, climb aboard, let's go flying. One 1006, only 7 miles visibility. Yeah, not particularly good weather, not terrible. We'll make it work. Alright. First things to check, no particular order. The gear is down, speed brakes retracted, throttles are idle, flaps are up, parking brake is set. Go ahead, turn the left and right battery switches on. Okay, everything's initialized. Alright, aircraft systems, synoptics. Let's change the view, makes it a little easier to see. Summary, O2 pressure is good on both sides. Battery, 26 volts. Fuel. You know what? While we're here on the ramp, I'm going to change this. We're not going to need that much fuel. So I'm actually going to lower it. Roughly about there. I'll call this a repositioning flight. Want the plane light though.
System test. Okay.
Hey. Sure, all that's calling up undefined. I don't even have... We'll go with that. 2,500. Ooh, it's a nice round number. 2,500 pounds of fuel. It's probably 2,510. It rounds up to the nearest 20. But we have the proper amount of fuel that we're looking for, and an equal amount in both tanks. If they're unequal, if it's less than 200, that's okay. If it's more than 200, it either needs to be transferred, or you would actually have to have the aircraft fueled or defueled on one side or the other to balance it out. While I'm looking at it, let's bring the stabilizer trim down. It's good there. Standby switch test. Green light comes on, that's good. We can arm it. All switches right now are looking good. Everything's blue. not using an external power, so we're going to go ahead and start the APU. And it's coming up. Alright, we have positive amperage. Voltage is up to 28. 100% on the RPMs for the APU, so that is good. And we're gonna check the lights here. So we're gonna go controls, exterior lights, nav lights on, beacon to normal, pulse with TCAS, TARA on. The next thing that we're gonna do is come up to the light panel. Those are armed. Let's get the weather. I gotta lost my place in the checklist. These checklists, the one that I'm using is really good, but sometimes it's tough to follow because of the way things are colored, highlighted, etc. Let's get the weather here at Ketchikan. Wind 090 at 6, visibility is 10, scattered at 2600, scattered at 35, only 15 Celsius, 2987 on the altimeter. Oh, hey, harbor wind. Interesting. And if I go to look, I believe on the chart that that is indicating where, yeah, seaplanes take off. Because it's actually designated as Ketchikan Harbor, and there's a seaplane icon on the map. Try to move through this the best I can. Our route is planned out, but we're going to need to look and see if there are any procedures we need to follow. Preview should be shown on map. We'll be taking runway 11. But I'm not sure we want that because we're going south. We're going north. This is the one that we're going to take. Well, no. No, because that's saying for runway 29. Ketchikan 6 obstacle departure, Scowl 2 obstacle departure. Let's see here. Oh, so we just climbed toward the net VOR, but here's the thing, is, we can go, like, back around to the VOR, or we can just take runway 29, even though there's a tailwind. The runway is, I'm looking it up right now, 7,500 feet, that's plenty. We can take a tailwind. Yeah, we're gonna do the Scowl too. Load. Excuse me. No arrivals into Haines. And only choices are going to be visual approaches. So we're actually going to do something with the flight plan. We're going to add an en route waypoint. And it's Level Island VOR. identifier. LVD. And Hogland Island NDB CGL. Alright, next thing we need to do is come up here and set VNAV, FLC, NAV, and altitude. We're going to 30,000, so we'll set that. And I always don't like how it takes me so long to get this plane set up and going compared to like the Diamond, or even the Cirrus. You get that set up and you're airborne within 5 to 10 minutes. This, it feels like it takes about 20. It is a more complex aircraft, but still. Alright. Actually, we need to go back into here. Now we go to performance, weight, fuel. Okay. Takeoff data. It is 15 Celsius, standard. Takeoff configuration, flaps at 100, 106, 123, and 185 for our speeds. We'll accept that. And we can go ahead and set flaps to 1. Flight plan options. Show on map. It looks good enough to me. If we have to make any minor adjustments, it'll be fine. But we're good there. Which means we can go ahead and start the engines. Right engine. Now because the left says 0 for the start, we have to do the right one first. Sometimes they'll both be up. In this case, we have to do the right one first. Alright, right engine is started, and the left is now showing 32, which means we are going to start that. Alright, that's good. Rudder and aileron trim is neutral. We set the stabilizer trim. Maybe I need to adjust it again. Set it back to that for now. Aircraft systems, synoptics, flight controls. Rudder is good. Elevators are good. Ailerons are good. And Speed brakes are good. Very nice. Okay. Next thing we go into is pre-flight, and the only thing left to do is check the parking brake. These will all clear when we start moving. Okay. Let's release the parking brake. And we're going to runway 29. Let's pull the map up and zoom in. This is going to be a left turn. Alright, brakes work. Oh, hey, look, trucks! I've always found it kind of tricky taxiing in this plane just because you can't see over the nose very well, like where to turn and everything. But it's something that you get used to. Alright. Short of the runway here. Next things we need to do. Landing light and a collision light. Flaps are set. Just looking over everything last minute, we are good to go ahead and taxi out onto the runway and take off. So our V1 is 100, VR is 106. So what we'll do is we will lift off. Good thing we double check that there. Alright, we'll lift off at 106 and we'll engage the autopilot at 600 feet. Alright, full power. Engine instruments are looking good. Airspeed has just come alive. V1. VR. And we're up. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Flaps up. Push the nose down a little bit here. Autopilot. Auto throttle on. We're already up 3,000 feet. Oh, that's cool. Passing 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. Now we can see our whole route. Alright, there's 18,000. We can go ahead and set standard pressure. There's 20,000 feet. We start our climb, or our turn rather. You can also go ahead and turn the APU off. Oh, there we go.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice.
So out that way is the ocean. Kind of a layer of clouds, and there's a little bit of a gap between kind of around here. We get a little bit of better weather. And out that way, it's just basically a sheet of clouds. It's like all overcast. It's 27,000 feet. 1,000 to go.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong.
Alright, there's 30,000.
And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
I had a feeling this would be longer than 26 minutes. Or no, going to Haines, I think it said 32 or 33. That makes a lot more sense now. Making little speed increments. Because we're not going as high as we usually do. Right about 30,000 feet is where you would change between using the Mach number to cruise or using your speed in knots. So we're just sticking with knots, and I'm kind of fine-tuning it to get that kind of better maximized. Pretty view out that way. Nothing but clouds that way. Gonna look at the weather at Haines Airport right now. 140 at 6, and it is only a 4,000 foot runway. This may be pretty tough. Hey look, the sun is shining on the carpet. Oh man, okay. Well, the first thing I think we should actually do is just take a look at we can actually look at landing 2-6, that would be the better option. required 2,982. Tailwind 5 knots. And if we switch to 8, 2665, not enough of a savings. 2.6 is definitely the safer option, so we're gonna go with that. Except our landing speeds. So that means what we'll do is choose the visual 2.6, and we will choose yeah, we're gonna go with that. I guess we actually could have gone higher than 30,000, given the time it's saying. Okay, this is wrong. We're not crossing this at 20,000 feet. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Much more sense. Now it's telling us our top of descent point's over here. That makes much more sense. That's what we'll do. You can see some of the mountain peaks kind of popping up over here. That's neat. It'd be nice if it was more clear, just because you have all the little islands. I'll show you the map. So this is where we started from, and all these fixes here are ones that we went to. So we started here, went to here, then there, and now we're here. We're going here, and that's the approach into Haines. Skagway, famous gold mining town. Well, not famous for the gold mining, but during the gold rush, a lot of people would arrive in Skagway and hike up over. All of this here is Canada. White Horse is up here. Dawson isn't too far, it's up there. So yeah. Have a 21 knot tailwind component, which is pretty nice. Check VNav is saying 5 minutes to top of descent. Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go to top of descent. So really, we're just hanging out. And there's unfortunately not as much as I thought there would be to see. Because the clouds have really thickened up. Oh well. On the upside, that should make for an interesting descent and approach. Probably do a couple flights later, and probably not live stream them, but maybe we'll maybe I'll upload them. kind of lets me do things a little bit at my own pace. I expect we'll do probably a Cirrus flight, maybe a Diamond flight. I haven't done a Diamond flight in a while, and I really do like that plane. It's just not as fast. Let's go ahead and dial the altitude down so we can start descent when we reach the point. There we go. Top descent. Let's take a look at the weather at Haines if we can pick it up. Now we're going to be flying pretty much right over Juneau. It's not available. We're still too far away. I doubt it's changed from when we looked earlier though. It is showing it's about another 11 or 12 minutes on the ground. It'll probably be longer than that though. We want to go direct here. Well, no, actually no, we're okay on this route. As long as we go direct to that fix, then we should be okay. And down through just over 24,000 feet. Couple breaks in the clouds, we can see some scenery. Not really over this way though. What is kind of up? Oh yeah, look at those out there. I think those are some of the tallest peaks kind of right along the Alaska-Canada border. I think some of those get up to 18,000. 18,000. I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right ones though. Hey, the Otter One. Welcome, fly, fly, fly. Yes, indeed. Sorry, I'm just now seeing your message. Alright, let's see if we can get the weather yet. Yes, okay, 140 at 6. Overcast 4600. 1763 Fahrenheit on the ground. 2980 is the altimeter. So let's go ahead and turn that back. 29.80. And let me just go back in and check the. Yep, so that's saying. Yeah, 1882 to cross that to be on the proper path. Knots until we get 10,000 feet. Okay. Nothing should have changed. That's all looking good. Yeah, I can tell the weather's getting a bit worse.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life.
Airspeed limits, flaps extended. We can go flaps 1 below 250. That'll actually help us slow the plane down. 2 below 230, fall 180. And then the other requirement is the gear extended and operating is 230. These are referred to often as VLE, which is V. All the V speeds stands for something French. And then LE, landing gear extended, and then VLO, landing gear operating, which is if you pull the switch down or up, you need to be below or at VLO. But in this case, it's 230 for both. But we won't usually put gear down until we're on final, and by that point, we're already slowed way down. Okay, about another. Now, we can actually continue going down. We just need to watch the terrain. And that's why we have this set up on the map where it will change colors. The other thing we can do is actually just deviate a little bit off the course. Set the heading to fly over the water. And then we don't have to worry about the terrain. Oh, that's cool. Now let's actually do that. We're gonna turn and fly over the water. Alright. Let's turn those on.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight.
Now we can continue down to 2,000 feet. Now that we'll be out over the water. Wow, that's looking pretty cool. It's totally fogged in over here. And then we'll just fly right about like that to get to the fix that we need to go to. Alright, next thing we can actually do is turn this to manual, and we're going to just slow down to 230. We're going to get slowed down with plenty of room here. And these are our little ticker reminders that are telling us that we can start lowering the flaps and the gear if we need to, but we actually don't need to right now.
We are forever learning, one step at a time. As long as the world is turning, I'll be by your side. We'll keep the fire burning, I'll never see you hurt. You know
Can actually go back on nav. Now, something doesn't look right about that. I could be wrong, but in late June, I don't think there's still ice in the water this far north. Hey, I could be wrong, but I don't think so in this case. Alright, and here we're getting back on course. Let's go ahead and slow now to 200. And yeah, just a couple minutes, we'll be on the ground. Looks like there may be rain all around. Yeah. Well, that explains it. Okay. And we have the terrain clearance to pass over this little bit right below us. Alright. Now we're gonna slow way down. We can start putting in flaps. And we want to get right down to about 121. Oh, that's just passing over that low spot right there. Alright. Flaps all the way in. And gear down. Oh, we got 3 green. Yeah, if you go flaps full, it'll give you that reminder, and I forget that occasionally. And you want to lower the gear before you go full flaps, but big deal. Alright, could turn the auto throttle off. Keep them in about that much for right now. Just enough to maintain that speed. And we're actually looking pretty good on our approach. A slight tailwind.
Autopilot.
We can hand fly. Yeah, we're looking okay here. And yeah, everything's covered with snow despite it being 63 Fahrenheit on the ground. Oh, man. Easy. And we're going to have to hit the brakes hard. Minimums.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Get down. There we go. Alright, we're gonna make this turn right here. Holy cow. I'll tell you what. I was cutting it a little close there. But yeah, we made it. How about that? That was actually a pretty good landing for me in this plane. Alright, well, we're taxiing in. Taxi lights on, landing lights off. Flaps up. And we could go over there. We're gonna go kind of back out this way. We'll go with that there. And the question is, where do we want to park?
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your
Oh hey, look, it's a van. Is he gonna drive through my airplane again? Oh, we'll get back over here. This will work here, in front of these hangars. Well, we're kind of parked on a slope, actually. Looking forward to here. There's a fuel truck waiting for us. Alright, we'll call that good right there. Now we're still on a slope, but not as much. Okay, parking brake is set. Let's run through just the shutdown. Flaps are up. Parking brake is on. Taxi light off. Turn that off. Throttles are idle. Alright, engines are shutting down. L2 switches are down. Other thing to do is turn the standby switch off. And the engines are just about winding down. We're clear around. I can turn the battery switches off. Alright, 40 minutes and 1 second, so it was a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but that's fine. It's actually kind of a fun route. Alright. Well, everybody, welcome to Haines, Alaska, where the ground can be covered in snow and the temperatures are 63 degrees, or 17 Celsius. Well, it's been fun. Thanks as always. Hope to catch you aboard on the next one. And until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see ya.